kittens, welcome back. What's wrong with my voice? But yeah, so I'm finally got around to filming this video or editing it. I know I said this is gonna be out tomorrow, but something happened and I just did not have the time to do the voiceover for it. So it's coming out today. I hope none of you mind. I am not very consistent with uploading, but I definitely will be consistent in the future. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, I finally got around to making this, and I have really been wanting to edit this video for the longest time ever because I want to share my thoughts on this movie because I feel like I have very controversial thoughts. Like, everyone has been obsessed. And in case you don't know what K-pop Demon Hunter is, it's like the biggest thing right now. Like, you know when Squid Game came out, it was like the biggest thing. This is exactly the same thing, but with K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, people are going insane about this movie. Like, absolutely insane. It's kind of scary. And they're like praising it, calling it the best film ever, a legend of animation. And yeah, so I wanted to come and share my opinions on this. But I do have to say, disclaimer, this is just my opinions. I have very, very, very controversial thoughts when it comes to this movie. So if you don't agree with me, please don't kill me. It's not the end of the world, it's just a movie. But yeah, and if you have any opinions of your own, please share them down below. I would love, and I mean love, to hear them because I'm like super obsessed with this movie as well. But yeah, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to say like the things I don't like because I don't want to end this video on a bad note. So we're gonna start with the cons first, and I have quite a lot. Like, I'm going to like go on a whole rant about this because this movie, whilst it was a good movie, even like great, it's not the best, and I do not think it doesn't exceed my expectations, you know? Like, because of all the hype this movie was getting, my expectations were high. My standards were high. I was expecting this to be a bomb. I was expecting it to be like the best film I would ever see in my life. It really wasn't. I would say it was a good film, like a really, really good film. I love this film. I hope we get a sequel. I hope we get a series, a prequel, everything. But it really does just not meet my expectations. Like, it's good, it's even great, but it's not amazing. It's not perfect like everyone has been saying. So like, I felt a bit disappointed because my expectations were set so high because everyone was praising it so much when it really didn't end up being all that. Like, again, it's a really, really good film. I really liked it. I really hope we get a sequel and lots of other stuff. But it's just not the best thing ever known to men, you know? Really, it's not the king of animation. Good film, but I don't think it deserves all the hype and praise it's getting. It's just not worthy of that. It's a really, really, really good film. I feel like I need to keep saying that or people will get the wrong idea. But it's just not the best, you know? All this praising and all the hype, it just does not match what the movie's actually worth. People are saying it's perfect when it's really not. And I am going to say exactly why I think this isn't perfect and why it doesn't meet my expectations. And first point is, a lot of the plot points are sort of left undone. Like, they're just semi-done, which is weird to me. And you're probably like, well, what does that mean? Well, for one, we do not get a backstory on Rumi's parents, like her mother getting together with the demon, having a child with him. Like, we do not have the backstory. They mentioned her once. That's it. Like, they do not mention it at all, like, ever again, and that's super duper weird. So like, what the hell happened? They could have given us like a short backstory. I have heard people theorizing they left it unseen just for like a prequel, which I hope that would explain lots of things. But like, they just mentioned her once and that's it. They never really mentioned that plot point more. Another plot point is like Celine and her relationship with Rumi. Their relationship was good at the beginning, But then at the end it wasn't, and like, how did that change happen? Like, how did that change happen? It was a very, very fast change. It had no build up. So like, what the hell happened there? Another thing is like the relationships between the Huntrix and the demon boy band. Like, we get to see lots of Rumi and Jinu's relationship, but we don't get to see any of the other girls' relationship with the Saja boys, because it has been applied that their love interest with the Saja boy, for example, like Zoe and Mystery, and then Mira with Abby and Romance. So like, why didn't they show us the relationship with them a bit? They just basically showed us Zoe crushing on Mystery and the boys crushing on Mira. Like, that's it. There was no story to that dynamic. And I know it's not a love story, I know that, but like, they could have still just like gave us more build up, you know. I just wish that they would have felt a bit bad for killing the Saja boys at the end. Like, they would have felt a bit bad for, yeah, I don't know, them leaving. It's just that I felt like they were really cold towards them, and I understand why. They have no relationship with them, but like, still, I felt like there was a lack of emotion. It could have been a really, really, really emotional if those ships had some build up. And talking about ships, Rumi and Jinu's relationship, I feel like it advanced way too quickly. I love fast going relationships. Like, I love slow burn, but sometimes it's way too slow. So like, I was happy it wasn't super slow, but I feel like the last line Mira said, not Mira, Rumi, the last line Rumi said, where it was, what we had was real, I know it was, like when she met Jinu again, it didn't make sense, because they never actually went on like a proper date. You could call it a date, but again, it was more of like a romantic meetup, which could be said as a date, but it was not an official date, you know. They just met up like a few times, just like a few times throughout the show, the movie, and like, they somehow are in love, and it just does not have the build up, you know. I feel like that line was a bit out of place, because it like implied something romantic, which they did not have. they did, but like, where did it come from? They only met a few times, and besides the last time, she wanted to murder him. So, I am a bit confused on that point, as well as the deleted aquarium scene. I am going to cry. I do not know why the hell they deleted that scene. Like, why? I do not know why it was necessary to delete that scene. But, like, why? Just why? That was a very wasted opportunity. If you don't know what the aquarium scene is, it's a Jinu and Rumi date scene where he does end up kissing her. And oh my god, why the hell didn't we get that? I know the reasoning for it was that the relationship will like go way too fast, but like, babe, the relationship was already very, very fast. Adding that scene would have not killed the pace. As well as they could have just had like a time lapse, you know, where it's like multiple months. So like, for us it feels fast, but in their universe it's not really that fast, because there's a time skip. And I feel like if they added that scene, it would have made more sense to why Rumi said what we had was real. I know it was, because, you know, he would have had kissed her. They would have had like an actual date, a proper relationship. So she would have been like, I love you. I know what we had was real. Why are you doing this? But since that scene was cut out, what she said doesn't really line up with anything else that happens in their relationship throughout the course of the movie, as well as like, I just want a Regina kiss, please, I'm begging you. Like, why Netflix, why? It's not that hard. Like, it's really not that hard to give us a kiss. Like, honestly, it's not that hard. Please, I'm begging you. Like, why did they cut that scene out? I know why, but the reasoning makes no flipping sense. Oh my god, I'm gonna go on like the longest rant ever about this. But to spare your ears, I'm not going to do so. So yeah, this is just like my take on the relationship. The aquarium scene, I feel like it was a very missed opportunity. It would have made more sense. In my opinion, it would have not been fast-paced, because the relationship is already very fast-paced in the movie. Adding that scene would have just made it make more sense in the context of like the final scene. But yeah, I guess we will get a sequel, and hopefully somehow the Saja boys come back. I don't know how, but like, Netflix, you better bring them back. But anyway, another thing I don't really like is how easy it was to defeat the Demon King and the Saja Boys. Now look, I know this isn't an action film, this isn't an anime. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was sort of expecting the demons to be a bit stronger. Like, I was expecting this to be a K-pop version of Demon Slayers. I was expecting the Demon King to be like Muzan, undefeatable. Like, absolutely the strongest thing ever. And I was expecting the Saja Boys to be like the Upper Moons, extremely, extremely strong and nearly undefeatable. So that's not what we got. They were fairly easy to defeat. Like, Zoe completely murdered Mystery. I thought she was in love with him, but nope. It's like she completely murdered him. Abby also was completely murdered by Mira. Extremely easy, like way too easy. Gino ended up sacrificing his life. And as for Baby and Romance, we do not see them dying, but I assume they're dead. I know some people are like, we didn't see them, they're alive. No, babe, I'm pretty sure they're dead. But yeah, like, it was very, very easy to defeat them, and I'm like, oh, that's no. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand this isn't Demon Slayer, it's not an anime, it's not an action film, it's not supposed to be like that, but like, they could have made it a bit more entertaining, Like, it was very easy to defeat the Saja Boys, like, extremely easy. It took little to no effort, like, at all. Like, they just completely murdered them with no effort. And like, the Demon King, Rumi murdered him like it was nothing. Like, seriously, it was nothing. And like, this creature, this demon, these demons have been going on for centuries, for generations, for hundreds of millions of years. Who the hell knows? And no one was able to defeat him, but Rumi just defeated him with the power of songs. Like, really? Just one swoosh of her sword? I know he was a ball of flames, but come on. Really? They could have made it better. I feel like the fight was just very easy at the end. I was expecting this to be a K-pop version of Demon Slayer. I was expecting the demons to be strong. That's it. Like, the fact they were pathetically weak, no. Just no. These girls would not survive living in Demon Slayers. Oh, hell no. They would be done in less than a minute. So, it really hurts knowing how easy it was defeating them, because I was expecting a big fight. Did not get that. So, yeah, it didn't make sense how easy it was to defeat him. So this is just my take on it. I know people are probably gonna disagree with me and be like, Hella, this is a kid's show, not Demon Slayer. They're not supposed to do that. I don't care. I was expecting a big fight. Deal with it. But yeah, so another thing I just wanted to talk about is the relationship between Rumi and her friends. Again, that plot was left undone. Like, her being a secret half demon. We could have looked at their relationship more. We could have had a more deep connection, a talk, them being you lied to us, this and that, and then slowly coming back together. But that didn't happen. They just happened at some point. The team broke up, they got back together due to the power of songs, and yeah, we didn't really get the angst I was looking for. Not really that entertaining, as well as the fact that Zoe and Mira were ready to kill Rumi. No, seriously, they had no mercy. They were oh, you're half demon? Okay, I'm gonna murder you. I know they had a bit of hesitation, but they still got their swords out. I was thinking that they would be sure that Rumi wasn't a bad demon, since hell, she's been fighting with them for hells of years of what? I just don't understand why they got their swords out. I know they were scared. I know they hesitated. But, still, they should have known her good enough to be no, she's not gonna harm us. As well as we didn't really get, a proper talk between them. And I just really didn't like that. Another thing I didn't like was the end. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all disliked the end. I know some people liked it, but I really disliked the end where the Saja Boys had to, die. I don't know why. I really wished they would have grown their relationship between the Huntrix and Saja boys, and like at the end they're able to save them and free them, but they kill everyone else. As well as like I don't really like how the Saja boys had, besides Gino, had no relationship with the Huntrix. Like they didn't really care for them. They had no soul, you know. So like I wish they also would have had like a change of heart. I know that that's not what the theme of the movie was going for, but I really wish that was what they were going for, as well as the fact that at the end of the movie, Huntrix looks like they moved on. I mean, I understand why Zoe and Mira did. They probably didn't really care for them besides Zoe having a little crush, but like, Rumi also moved on really, really fast. Like, I would have expected her to grieve a bit more, especially since that looked like it was only a few weeks, at most a few months after they defeated them. But yeah, no, they were like just happy. And I understand. You can't grieve forever. But I was expecting to see a bit more of her reaction. She was just like happy at the end. She shed one tear and was like, nah, that's enough. So yeah, this is what I disliked about the movie. I know it's basically everything, but I promise you, I did not dislike the entire movie. I feel like it was a really, 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 really good movie. Just that I personally found a few things that I did not really like. I'm sorry. But yeah, on to the good things, which I'm gonna keep this short because this video is already extremely long. And the good things I liked were, first of all, the animation, loved it. It looked absolutely gorgeous. The character designs were also absolutely gorgeous. And the relationship between Rumi and Genu, as well as between the Huntrix and Saja boys. I know I like complained about it, but like, I mean, the relationship we had in the film, you know, where like, so we had a crush on Mystery. Like, I wish we got more of that. They were so flipping cute. And Mira and the other two boys, I wish we got a bit more of their relationship, because it looked really cute how like Romance was completely in love with her. Like, he stared at her the entire meeting, and I was like, okay, I wanna see more of their relationship. But we didn't. But I do really like the relationship between Rumi and Genu. Again, forever gonna be mad they cut out the aquarium scene, but I really did like it. I feel like it was really sweet, as well as like the last song? The song where Genu and Rumi were singing together. Completely forgot the titles, don't ask me. But yeah, that song was basically a love confession. Like, why is no one talking about this? That song was literally a love confession. Like, go ahead, read the lyrics out loud, and you'll realize that was a love confession. But yeah, another thing I liked was the songs, because like, obviously it's a K-pop film. It should have good songs. And like, the songs were really, really, really good. I would have to say my top 3 are probably How It's Done, Soda Pop, and either Takedown or Golden. I really liked both. And like, also not to mention the Demon Slayer edits for the Infinity Castle movie with the song Takedown. Like, I'm not sure if you've seen those edits, but those edits eat. Like, the lyrics just match so well. As well as, another thing I just want to mention is all of the gacha reaction videos, like the Hashira react to Huntrix or Huntrix react to Demon Slayer. Like, I love those reaction videos so much. As soon as this movie came out, I was like, yep, people are gonna make they're gonna make reaction videos of these two. I just know it. I fully know it. And honestly, I'm in love with those videos. They're super duper fun. If you don't know them, you better go and watch them. Like, trust me, you're going to love those videos so much. But yeah, that is what I loved about this film. Another thing is Bobby's relationship with the girls. It was really cute. I wish we got more of it. But like, it was very sweet. And it's fiction, because the girls are able to do basically whatever they want and eat whatever they want. Oh my god, Bobby, the most laid back assistant, or what is he again? Agent? I don't know what he is to them, but he's something. I completely forgot the names. Don't ask me. I'm not a K-pop fan. But yeah, so this was very, very, very fun. I really did like that movie, honestly. It wasn't the best film ever in all of animation, but it was a really, really good film. And I feel like we really need a sequel to talk about the things that were missing, because a lot of the things were missing. A lot of the plots were left undone, and I really, really hope that the sequel somehow brings back the Sasha boys. Not only Gino, all of the Sasha boys. And I want to see their relationship with Huntrix again. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. But they better do it, okay? If also, by the way, sorry for my voice. I have been sick, so like it might sound a bit weird. I literally just realized that. But yeah, so this has just have been my opinions. I cannot wait for a second film. I'm not sure if it was like officially confirmed there's gonna be a sequel, but I bet you 100% there's gonna be a sequel. When? I don't know, and I'm about to cry because probably not for the next like 3 to 4 years. But well, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. I am really, really excited for what's to come for this franchise. I hope we get that Regino scene, aquarium kiss in the second film somehow. But yeah, these have been just my opinions, and now I'd like to hear yours. I love this film. Does not live up to my expectations, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, honestly, it's a really good film. So yeah, I would like to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah, bye!